And you know, in every airport in the world, usually there are two lanes. There's a lane for visitors, and there's a lane for citizens. So because I'm on a visa, I go into the visitors lane. So here I am, I give my passport to the officer, and I have a Syrian passport. So he looks at it, and suddenly a third lane opens up. I'm sent immediately, in no time, to a third lane in the back of the airport. There's a room where they keep all our friends from Iran, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Sudan, Libya, and Syrians. So they keep you sometimes for hours, like 4 or 5 hours average, actually. Questioning. So I decided to take my time creatively. This is in 2005. So I wrote this tune, and it's called Airports. And on behalf of the band, I would like to dedicate this piece to all the people, actually, who I meet in these rooms, who do not have the platform to speak to you like I'm doing now. So this is to all the people in back of the airports.
I've been traveling the Arab region for, let's say, now 5 years, and being in intense contact with writers, intellectuals, playwrights, conceptual artists. And these talks have been always about organizing your talent, organizing your potential, and bringing it to a public. And the question was always, how do I, as an Arab artist, go to a European audience? Where should I go to? Where should I put my work?
It all started with our program to build capacity in cultural management in Arab countries back in 2005. And we approached the European Cultural Foundation to help us develop this program. And out of this evaluation came the idea to survey cultural policies in 8 Arab countries, which are all countries on the Mediterranean.
I'd like to warmly welcome you this evening to a celebration of music and the launch of a new book. A book can open windows to the world, but can also open doors, and we know that our partners, the independent voices and those who've been committed to this, are now finding ways to talk in their communities and with national and local authorities about what the next steps would be. A collection of cultural policy reflections from Algeria, Egypt, Jordan, Lebanon, Morocco, Palestine, Syria, and Tunisia.
Why we work with our neighbors is that we firmly believe that Europe doesn't exist in isolation. It has never existed in isolation, and historically we share a lot of ties artistically, socially, culturally, politically, economically with our neighbors. So we cannot possibly understand Europe, and we cannot possibly think about the future of Europe without engaging with our neighbors.
For us, Europe is much more than a neighbor. We have a shared history with Europe, but Europe doesn't like it very much. But well, its history, we cannot change it. It happened, the colonial history of Europe happened. It still lives on many levels in the region. And in many parts of the region, we're still trying to come to terms with this history and trying maybe to contribute to a shared future as well.
We don't know enough about the Arab world. Most of our knowledge is based on media, is based on the actuality of the moment, bombardments, invasions, instability, chaos. But that is not real knowledge. Real knowledge is knowledge based on mutual understanding, certain insights, on dialogue. And this kind of knowledge comes best to the audience or to the individual through art, through culture.
So our work is also cultural solidarity, with these countries, and arts and culture are a wonderful tool to actually engage in this mutual support and this mutual solidarity, to inspire people to look forward and to imagine shared vision which concerns Europe and the neighbors together.
When you look at artists, they always seem to communicate a message that's much deeper than the other messages from media or politics or economics. Why is this?
ما أظنش دلوقتي إنه أي حد في أي بلد في العالم ممكن يقفل على نفسه الباب ويقول أنا هعيش لوحدي وماليش دعوة بالناس التانيين. مش بس عشان الإنترنت بتربط الناس، ولكن لأنه دلوقتي في العالم أي حاجة بتحصل سواء كانت زلزال أو حرب أهلية أو حرب قبلية، أي حاجة بتحصل في أي بلد في أفريقيا في آسيا في أي حتة بتأثر على كل العالم، بتأثر على حياة الناس اليومية. عشان كده ما عندناش أي اختيار احنا كبشر عايشين النهارده غير ان احنا يعني نتواصل مع بعض ونتكلم ونحاول نساعد بعض.
The most fascinating aspect of music for me, being again the used and abused cliché of being the universal language, it is the only language through which you can speak and listen at the same time. My band, for example, incorporates elements of Arabic music, jazz and classical music. But we don't think of this as a dialogue. I think it's only a vocabulary that we use. So the dialogue is a concept. I don't think it should be the goal. It's just a journey through which we expand our own ideas. Musicians are not actually withheld by borders in a way. I mean, obviously I get stopped every time I travel because lots of people stereotype the passport I hold. Unfairly, obviously, but the fact that my music can travel, even if I don't travel myself, my music, I mean, everybody can download my music on the internet. Basically, you are breaking not only political, actually, obstacles. You're reaching out to an audience that maybe most of them have no common ground with where you're coming from. All right, thank you.